It's the show
After the show.
Now, once upon a time, the great tactician Sun Tzu said something along the lines, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And I think he thought, all right, in 2,000 years, there's not going to be a whole lot of enemies of my enemies in everyday life because we're not going to be like, oh, my gosh, that farmer, and then stab him or whatever. So then the new version, and he pictured this, he saw the whole thing, was that you were going to be like, oh, you dated so-and-so? She's crazy. I dated so-and-so. We're now friends. The question is an ex of your ex something you form a bond over?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Especially the crazy ones.
I mean, those are the only ones I feel like you really can form a bond over because you're like, do you remember that one time? Like, yeah, no way.
They did that to you too?
They're insane.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
They try and pretend like it's your fault, right? They're crazy.
Gaslighting. Ugh. Yes, I do have a bond with most of my exes. It's weird.
Okay, I'm glad you said it because like a few, cool. Most of them, a little much for me. I got to be honest. I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm pulling back a bit.
Is it a girl thing?
Oh, okay. Here's my conclusion.
I don't think it's a
Iman.
girl thing.
You tell me if I'm wrong. Here's my conclusion. So I don't know how it works in homosexual relationship, right? So in heterosexual relationship, here's how I think it works. Girls have a much easier job dealing with it because like you hear those stories all the time where some idiot's like, I'm gonna fly this lady and my mistress to the same place, and then they find out and they ditch that guy and they go have a great time and become besties. Guys, it takes a little bit because we're stupid, so we got to fight over it first because we have to do this whole established dominance thing. We're like, oh, no. And you fight, and you're like, you're an idiot. She's mine. And then at the end, after some time passes, you go, yeah, she was stupid. We're like, I know, it's stupid too, man. And that's how it has to unfold. That's how I see it, is that guys can eventually get there, but we're stupid, so we fight over it first, and then we get there.
I think it depends because there's a lot of women out there that will attack the other woman. Instead, like if they find out that their husband's cheating, instead of, attacking the cheater, they attack the other woman that in some cases doesn't even know that
doesn't
the
make sense to me
guy
either.
was taken anyways. My motto is a cheater's the cheater and the other person's probably a victim as well.
It's very mature of you. Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
Yes. So, I don't know. That's the way I see it. Maybe it's because I've been cheated on like 3 times that I've just kind of gotten tired of it.
I mean, in all fairness, in the names of equality, if you just come out swinging at everybody, then at least you're not discriminating.
That's true.
So, I mean, you could make that argument. Like, I don't care what it is. Get out of my face. All of you got to get it.
Sometimes I do tell the girl, like, listen, just give me a few minutes. I'm not going to attack you. I don't want to talk right now.
And I think that's very reasonable. Those few minutes, those are the crucial few minutes. See, in my situation, it's not a few minutes. When the guys, it's metaphorically a few minutes. But what we don't do is wait for those few minutes. We're like, all right, that's it, man. Let's do this. Because so when I was in college, I was dating this girl who cheated on me. And then 6 months later, a buddy of mine she had come across a bunch of friends of mine that I wasn't there in a just Halloween party. And he was like, I'm kind of digging her. And he was nice enough to come talk to me about it and tell me what was going on. And I was like, I appreciate that, but still no, I can't stand her. I'm not signing off on this whatsoever. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to do it. So he did it. So for 7 months while they dated, I didn't talk to him, and he lived with a few of my friends. Our friend group was completely fractured because I was upset and he was upset and everybody else was like, I don't know what to do. And then luckily she was a terrible person and she cheated on him 7 months later. And so that sort of started the healing process. And then we got over it. And then we both talked about it. That was so stupid. And I was like, I'm dumb. It shouldn't have mattered. And he was like, I'm stupid. It wasn't worth it. I'm like, look. And then we're good now. But the funny thing is, to bring the story full circle, the dude that girl cheated on my friend with, she ended up, I think, marrying. She definitely had a kid with him. And they were together for 4 or 5 years, and then he cheated on her. So, full circle.
There you go.
Huh.
No, karma will always get you back.
I was going to say karma is
karma.
It was a long
is a
play.
lovely lady.
It was a very long play, but it finally worked its way around. It was a slow con.
Long play. I like that.
It was a long play.
It's a very long play.
It is a long play. 4 to 5 years.
It was they got married. They had a kid. Karma waited a second. It took its time. It did one of these.
But the question is like it waited that long because it would hurt more, or
I'm
that's
not
the
karma.
question.
Like, I don't want to judge karma either because
Karma will come back and get you.
Like,
So
what
I'm
did you
over
say?
here trying to justify karma, just saying like maybe she took her time because it would hurt her more. I don't know.
Magnified. Maybe you know what it was. Okay, so she cheated on me, then she cheated on my friend, but on top of that, she's at least partially responsible for me and my friend losing 7 months of best friendship. And Karma's like, that comes with interest. I'm sorry, we're running the numbers here. This is gonna get ugly if you don't start doing some good deeds along the way. And then she didn't, and Karma's like, oh man, come to cash in, and it wasn't a good time.
I don't know. See, this is why I don't date my friends' exes.
Oh yeah, definitely
No.
don't do that. I mean, in all honesty, don't date friends of like close friends. That was the lesson that
Do
we
that.
learned in that situation because you need that like level of separation because it's just weird, right? You normally like talk about your friends' crap about with them, and then all of a sudden, if you're dating within the friend group, it's like, what do we talk about? I don't know, what's being shared? This is freaking me out. I don't like. Just don't do it.
Right? Yeah.
Moral of the story: don't have friends.
I figured you were gonna say don't date, but I guess you could go that way too.
See, my problem is I meet friends that turn out to be guys, right? And well, they don't turn out to be guys; they're guys. And then they tell me,
Surprise!
You thought I was a woman, but I'm actually a guy. Sorry.
I don't know why.
I gotta call RuPaul on this one.
And then they're like, hey, well, we're just going to be friends. And, you know, in my book, it's like, okay, we'll just be friends. So automatically you're put in this box where you're like, okay, we're just friends. But then my problem is like few months later, maybe a year later, they're like, I fell in love with you. And then they expect me to reciprocate. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Oh, guys are stupid.
Like it doesn't, you said you wanted to be friends. So that's the box you were put
On
in.
behalf of my gender.
Now,
We're dumb.
can I put you on the other box? Sure. But it's going to take time. Don't expect me to like you like
It's a
right now.
process. It's gotta grow.
Because also another thing is I am not friends with somebody I would not date. Unless they're girls or, you know, part of the alphabet mafia. But
My friends with people I would not date. No, I mean strictly that was how in college anyway. I mean that's how it worked. Whatever. Yeah, stupid. Idiot. That's absolute idiot. Like, there's no doubt there's an idiot. You want a funny story, by the way? So, I can't get into I can't explain this properly, so you'd have to find my TikTok, and I would only advise it if you are, I don't know how to phrase this, if you're fun. So anyway, there was this video that was like, scientists discover it was like emotionally damaged women are more fun to be with in a specific way. And I was like, this is not new information. And I went on a laundry list of like just stories out of my life of the ex who got fake proposed twice. That's what she told me. The ex who moved to LA twice from Indiana. I told all these stories about exes. One of them, I did not know, found it on TikTok and liked it. And I was like, ooh, do you know that I'm talking about you? Because I don't know that you know that I'm talking about you. I'm not going to say anything. So, you know.
I think that's my biggest fear if I talk about somebody and they find it and then I'm like, oh.
I found out that my friend, producer Butters knows, my friend we talk about all the time with his dating stories, right? His mom
Yes.
listens to the show.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
So she knows when we're talking about it.
Found that out yesterday.
Awkward.
Talked about it a lot this morning to make it weirder.
So we have to have an update on him. Does he have a girlfriend now, or is
Yeah, 6 or 7 months they've been together.
Oh, is that promising?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
I think the fact that it's been a secret for that long, I think, is an indication.
Wait,
that's
it
the
was
case.
a secret?
I had no idea. Nobody knew.
Maybe that was the key.
Maybe that is the key.
I do feel
People to
bad
stay out
for
of
him.
your relationship.
I feel bad for. I hope he's happy. I get to hear a little bit about it. I didn't want to press it too much because so you know how, right? Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase that because that's going to sound like a jerk thing to say. When you're going through dating trials and tribulations, your brain can sometimes not be a good place to be, right? So he's dating her, and I'm happy for it. Also, one of our best friends just got engaged Sunday night. And then I told him, I was like, well, you know, kind of getting that time for me too. And I was like, I don't want to steal your thunder or anything, but like the timing here is not great. And I'm trying to soften the blow here because you're my friend and I want to tell you, but also I don't want you to be like 33 and still What, everybody's getting engaged because our other best friends married, house, kid, the whole thing. Now the one that we were all like, I don't know, got engaged.